Hello viewers, this is Rajiv Bhomik and you are watching my channel Make Things Easy. In this video, I am going to tell you 25 interview questions and their answers for software quality professionals. So watch this video till the end. I'll tell you one by one. Number one, what is the difference between QA and QC in software? Let us see. QA means quality assurance. It involves in process-oriented activities. It ensures the prevention of defects. It's a preventive approach and verification process. Now QC, that is quality control. It involves in product-oriented activities. It identifies the defects in the software applications. It is a reactive approach and validation process. Number two, what are the test artifacts of software QA? Let us see. Test strategy, test plan, test scenario, test cases, test summary report, bug report. Number three, what is the testing life cycle? Let us see step by step. Step 1, project initiation. Step 2, system study. Step 3, test plan. Step 4, design test cases. Step 5, execute test cases, automated and manual. Step 6, report defects. Step 7, regression test. Step 8, analysis. Step 9, summary report. So this is the testing life cycle. Number 4, what are the key components of a test case? Let us see one by one. Project name, module name, created by, date of creation, reviewed by, date of review, executed by, date of execution, test scenario, test case ID, test case description, precondition, test steps, test data, expected results, post condition, actual results, state of the bug. So these are the various key components of a test case. Number 5, what is the difference between build and release? Build. A build is a version of software. Every build has a number of identification purpose. The build is a pre-release version of a release. A build is given to the testing team by developers to test the application locally. Build numbers are incremental. Now let us see what is release. A release is the distribution of the final version of an application to the customer by software development team. Number 6. What are the meaning of error, bug, fault and failure in software QA? Let us see one by one. Error. It is a human action that produces that incorrect result. Bug. The presence of error at the time of execution of software. Fault. State of software caused by an error. Failure. Deviation of software from its expected results. Number 7. Define bug leakage and bug release. Bug leakage. A bug which is actually missed by the testing team while testing and build was released to the production. If that bug is found by end user or customer, then it is called as bug leakage. Bug release. Releasing the software to the production with some bugs, then we call it as bug release. Number 8. What are the key components of a bug report? Let us see one by one. Defect ID, title of the defect, reporter name, defect report date, reporter designation, project name, release version, environment details, priority of the bug, severity of the bug, status of the bug, defect description, steps to reproduce the bug, expected results, actual results, attachments if any, defects close date. Number 9. Define bug triage, MR and ER. Let us see one by one. Bug triage. It is a formal process to find which bugs are important by prioritizing them based on their severity, frequency, risk and other important parameters. MR, that is modification request. It is used to change the existing functionality in a software. It is usually requested by client. ER, that is enhancement report. It is used to add a new feature in a software. It is also usually requested by client. Number 10. What is the difference between black box testing and white box testing? Let us see. Black box testing. Black box testing is the testing model in which the tester do not have the knowledge about the internal implementation of the application, and testing performed by tester is at very high level that focuses on the behavior of the application. Now let us see what is white box testing. White box testing is the testing model in which tester is aware of internal implementation of the application and does the testing on the basis of that. Number 11. What is CRUD testing in software QA? CRUD is another term for black box testing. Here C stands for create a new transaction. R stands for read or retrieve, searching or viewing a transaction. U stands for update, editing or modifying an existing transaction. D stands for delete, deleting a transaction from the database. Number 12. What are the advantages and disadvantages of automated testing? First, let us see advantages. Faster in execution, cheaper compared to manual testing in a long run, reliable, more powerful and versatile, helps to increase the test coverage, does not require human intervention, used for regression testing. Now let us see what are the disadvantages. Recommended only for stable products, expensive, it has limitations like handling captcha, font, color, etc. Use maintenance in case of repeated change in the requirements. Number 13. What is the difference between static testing and dynamic testing? Static testing. It identifies the defects in the early stage of development. It is performed without running the code. Dynamic testing. It validates the output with expected outcome, performed by executing the application. Number 14. What are the 7 principles of software testing? Number 1. Testing shows presence of defects. Number 2. Exhaustive testing is impossible. Number 3. Early testing. Number 4. Defect clustering. Number 5. Pesticide paradox. Number 6. Testing is context depending. Number 7. Absence of error or bug fallacy. Number 15. What is smoke testing? Smoke testing is done to make sure if the build received from the development team is testable or not. It qualifies a product to be ready for testing. Number 16. What is sanity testing? Sanity testing is done during the release phase to check for the main functionalities of the application without going deeper. It checks the new functionality and bug have been fixed. Number 17. What is integration testing? It focuses on flow of information between modules when integrated. In this testing, unit and modules are tested as a group. Number 18. What is regression testing? It ensures that code change does not impact the existing functionality of product. It is performed when there is a change in existing code. Number 19. What is usability testing? It is done on prototype by observing the users as they use the system. It measures if the system is easy to use. Number 20. What is load testing? It checks the response time when system is subjected to more load than usual. It measures system's behavior under expected load. Number 21. What is alpha testing? It is done by the in-house developers and testers. Sometimes alpha testing done by client or outsourcing team with the presence of developers and testers. Number 22. What is beta testing? It is done by limited number of end users before delivery. Usually it is done at client's end. Number 23. What is gamma testing? It is done when the software is ready for release with specified requirements. It is done at client place. It is directly done by skipping all the in-house testing activities. Number 24. What are the test deliverables? Let us see one by one. Test strategy, test plan, effort estimation report, test scenarios, test cases or scripts, requirement traceability, defect or bug report, test execution report, graphs and metrics, test summary report, test incident report, test closure report, release note, installation or configuration guide, user guide, status report. Number 25. What are the various tools used in software testing? Let us see one by one. Test management tools: Jira, Test Logs, Quality Center. Then test case management tools: Test Case Lab. Then defect tracking tools: Bugzilla and Mantis Bug Tracker. Then automation tools: HP UFT and UTP. Then Selenium. Then LoadRunner. Then GUI, that is graphical user interface tools: Froglogic Squish. Then cross browser testing tools: cross browser testing and browser stack. So these are the various tools used in software testing. So viewers, I hope this video was useful for you. If you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it, like this video, share this video, and if you want to comment something, please leave your comment in the comment section. Thank you once again for watching this video.